doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up? How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Brothers Breaking Bread podcast in the house. Hey!
We'll have a little potluck. Have everybody over. It'll be good.
Yeah, let's make it happen. Let's not just talk about it.
This is a beautiful thing, man. Just all this blackness, and we all just getting together, we playing dominoes, we eating, we drinking.
And, you know, food is always just the extra, man.
They deprive these people of their basic human rights. You know, and we call ourselves Americans. We're supposed to be above all this.
They'll fake the crisis. They'll make it seem way out of proportion.
We brothers, we breaking bread.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
Trying to hold it all together, man. Life is moving fast right now, man. So it's good to have everybody come through.
I love that, man. I love it a lot. More than I could say to you guys.
Try Jesus, not me. 'Cause I throw hands. Try Jesus, please don't try me. Because I'm fine. I know what he said about getting slapped. But if you touch me or mine, we gon' have to scrap. So try Jesus, please don't try me, because I'm fine. I have no problem laying these hands. Try Jesus.
Hey, what's going on, Brothers Breaking Bread podcast? We are in the house. It's just, we're going to call this the Brothers of Doom show. That's what we got.
The brothers of Doom have united.
We in the house.
In the house. Yes, what's going on out there, y'all? KC Stork here. Like I said, Brothers of Doom, Joe, Jeff, Big James in the house. What's going on, fellas?
Yo.
What it do?
Just living and loving.
Oh.
Hey man, I didn't realize it was like 3 dudes in that video, man. I just knew they was. I didn't want to throw hands, bro. That's all I knew.
It's two dudes and got a lady over there on the keyboard,
right?
On the drum pad.
Is that on the beat machine?
That's his band.
That's the whole band. It's a nigga playing the guitar and then the beat drop like halfway through the song.
Yeah, man. That bug is classic material right there.
Yeah. He's a nice little artist.
His stuff is good, man. Like I checked out some of his other stuff. He got some cool stuff.
Yeah, Lady Lavender put me up.
He's a legitimate musician. He's not just a gimmicky song.
Yeah, Lady Lavender put me up on him. Yeah, he's good. I think before he played football for a second, then he got into singing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's a nice little artist. He's a nice little artist.
Well, I've been more impressed with the videos that have been attached to the song.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Right.
2020 is definitely the year of this song. We might have to change this to the forget the quote unquote black national anthem. This might have to be the new black national anthem.
I'll sign up for that.
I would definitely lift every voice and sing.
Lift every voice, man.
Everybody just stand up and try Jesus. Don't try me.
Don't try me. Cause I throw hands.
Oh shit! So let's go around the horn real quick. What's been going on with you, James?
Hey man, I'm just out here living that COVID life, trying to stay well and still make this money and keep a happy home. And so that's what I spend most of my days doing, keeping track of these these parents and stuff like that as they age and
yeah,
all that sort of thing. But man, I'm good. Overall, man, I'm blessed and I'm good. Considering all the circumstances going on in the world right now.
Mm-hmm. It was good to hear, man. Good to hear.
You look like you broadcasted live from the location, man. Man,
undisclosed.
Undisclosed. The COVID bunker.
Undisclosed location.
Our man in the field.
That Rona bunker.
Right. Yeah, luckily my boss does not listen to the podcast.
Oh.
Or look at it. Or he can't see it.
Good.
There you go.
He probably wouldn't care at all.
I mean,
and plus we did this shit like at 8 p.m. So you were off.
He paying you overtime?
That's right. I was there after hours. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when we did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ain't no time stamp on here, is it?
It's dark as hell. It's dark as hell outside. Oh shit! What's up with you, Joe?
Man, I don't know. I think since the last time we talked, it's been a while, man. It's been a while. I did a little traveling and came back and went back to work. So, you know, so that's always good. I got a source on my side eye.
How that is?
So I think I'm gonna make this like a weekly occurrence or something like that, where a former student of mine either dies or kills somebody.
Oh no! I would prefer that wasn't the trend. I don't want to laugh because I don't even know the story, but
I don't either. It's not cool. It's not cool. So I had another student die. And so he's a kid who rambunctious youth, you know what I'm saying? Really bright kid, but you know I think he had a chip on the shoulder, and you know I think he used laughter to kind of get that chip off. But he had a real legitimate reason to have a chip on his shoulder. I'm not sure about this kid, but his half brother was somebody I had was really close to me. He lost both of his parents to violence.
Damn.
I'm talking about like freshman year. And so this kid, same age, but I think he only shared the same father, but he was there when the father was killed. His father got killed right in front of him.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I did a Google search for the kid when he died, and pulled up the 2014 article. And so I remember taking the kid home after practice one day, and him telling me that. And so. Cycle of violence is depressing, man.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know, man. We got to do better, man. The kid, to me, I don't know what he's doing because he transferred out. He went to a different high school in the school district. Mm-hmm. There was a reorganization of the school district, so he ended up bouncing to the other school. But so I didn't keep as close a contact with him as some of the other people I've talked about on the show. But the kid was bright. I don't know what he was doing post high school. I don't know if he decided to go to school or not. But it's pretty depressing to keep seeing my kids involved in that type of situation.
Yeah, man. I can imagine.
Yeah. So that's once again a source of my side.
Thanks for sharing, man. Yeah. Damn. Woo.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Over here, I mean, life is pretty good, so.
Hey, Roger, take it from there.
That's like that shit. Kanye. George Bush don't like black people, nigga. I'm Chris Tucker.
Can we go to commercial?
Nah, man. It's good. Oh yeah, finally had you. You came through, watched some football, which was good. So we ain't been bad, man. Coming off my birthday weekend, 43 years of age. Feel all right. I think that my knee was a little sore, but I guess because we don't have rain, so I guess it's what comes as you get closer to 50, I guess. But yeah, man, no problems. Life good. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Hold on. I'm sorry. A little bit of bad news. Not as bad. Nowhere near as bad as your news. Lee Summit North had their first loss yesterday against Liberty. Hell of a game. 38-35. Liberty got the win in overtime.
Okay.
Yeah. But the Twins, sophomores, they getting a little clock, getting a couple of catches here and there. So yeah, shout out to them for all the hard work they did in the offseason to make that second team for varsity offense. Yep. All right. Okay. You know what? Fuck it.
Don't try me, 'cause I throw hands. Try Jesus, please don't try me, because I'm fine. Oh, you said, turn the other cheek. Oh, but this one part of the Bible that just don't sit right with me.
That's my favorite part. Wow, but that's just, nigga, that's that one part I can't fuck with. All that other shit, yeah, but that there.
Not turn the other cheek. Sorry,
Not turn the other cheek.
That's about.
Oh shit. We said we ain't gonna deal with it too much, but Trump's a piece of shit. We already know that. A lot of shit coming out from his Bob Woodford interviews. Not Woodward, sorry. Is it Woodford or Woodward?
Yeah, Woodward.
Thank you. Interviews. Shit we already knew. Document, misrepresenting or misreporting COVID evidence. So he's still a piece of shit. We ain't really gonna talk about it because his ass don't need to be the president when November comes. All right, there we go. And we out. Not so great news still. Damn, let's get all the bad news out the way. Because the West Coast is burned to the ground.
Yep.
I don't know if y'all been keeping up on that.
Portland riots and forest fires, and ain't gonna be no West Coast left.
Hey.
Right. Yeah, I got a couple of friends that in California. Oregon's where it is right now, but like in California, and they talk about like how hot it is. You can't breathe.
How
quick it moves. Like those fires, just like they can go through a town in like a couple hours, and just like before you even have time to like figure out I need to leave, it's already upon you. So it's serious. It's no joke.
Yeah, that was
and it keeps happening.
Yeah, there was one, I don't know if I shared it in the group, but yeah, it's sad. I mean, I guess it's been, 19 or 20 total deaths, but it was a sad story that I read was like a 13-year-old boy and his dog were found dead in the car because they tried to get in this car to escape the fire. And, pretty much found them all a little hot and suffocated. Yeah, so, It's crazy. It's crazy. And, and I guess, it wasn't the main reason that started, but one that's added to the fire, fucking gender reveal party. Some fucking pyrotechnic went off and started.
Yeah.
Come on,
it's
y'all.
just out of control.
Come on,
Just
y'all.
And you know what? And and I'm not even from California, but I know that it's fucking dry as shit in California.
Yes.
And you can't just be like setting off fireworks and doing all kind of anything that might start a fire. You got to watch that shit.
They didn't. I guess they didn't have no balloons at the party shop. They could have had no fucking blue balloon. Just let that motherfucker go outside of a box.
One goddamn match can burn down a fucking million acres.
Yeah. People are stupid. So
on some Larry Davis shit, they not respecting wood
at all.
I don't think they respect wood, man.
No respect.
Good reference. Good reference. But yeah, we stupid, and 2020 is about to consume us and kill us. I think somebody sent me a text message. I don't know if I should have GTS that shit, but I guess the first Mad Max movie takes place in 2021.
Yeah, I heard that. I don't think it's true though.
I don't know if it's true, but I was like,
yeah.
when the West Coast is burned to the ground. What'd you say, James? Go ahead.
Somebody made that shit up. It actually takes place in 1998 or something like that.
Yeah. I thought it was in the past, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, why is the internet acting stupid today? Okay, organ burning, Trump ain't shit. Kind of some good news. Kansas City Chiefs won the game.
Yeah.
Beat the Texans and beat the fuck out of the Texans on top of that.
It was easy. It was an easy win too.
Man, I said, it's like you playing Madden.
They
I said,
kind of coasted through that shit, honestly.
Yeah.
We got a back.
Ooh.
We got a back.
Ooh. Yeah.
That little what you call it, boy.
He put that foot in the ground. He gone.
He remind me of my boy who screwed everything up for himself when he was here.
Yeah, because we played that episode last week. during the break.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I was with this Kareem Hunt. Like, that was my boy for real.
Oh, yeah,
I love the way he ran.
Yeah, he was a baller.
Yeah. And that's what he kind of reminds me of him.
I mean, I went back and listened. That hit us all hard. we were
so
broken
sad
up after that shit.
I was like, oh, damn, we'll never get there now. I was despondent.
And then everybody like, man, I gotta see the tape. Okay, there's the tape right there. And then like, man,
right.
then all the other shit came out.
Man,
when he was
I saw that Negro on tape acting like he was asleep when the cops showed up.
Man, that was the nail in the coffin.
Oh, man, what happened? I just woke up. I just got up.
That was the nail in the coffin for him, because all the coaches kept saying was, and Robert Goodell was like, if you just would have told us the truth, we might have been able to help, but you lied to us.
Yeah, they said the trees asked him like 3 times. Like, come on, man.
And that nigga so broke up, man. When he got pulled over and he's sitting there crying to the police how he fucked up with the Chiefs.
I was at the Cleveland, yeah.
I could have had a Super Bowl ring.
Oh, baby.
I should have been there with you getting that ring, man.
Right.
Then he went home and kicked his dog. He ain't learned no lessons, nigga.
Anyway, no, I thought the Chiefs played very well considering no preseason or any of that. They had some rust, but for the most part, man, they played really well against a top contending team at Texas.
Well, I mean, I think the Chiefs have an advantage over everybody because, A, we played later into the season than everybody, and we bringing everybody back. We run it. That's the hashtag, run it back.
Run it back.
You know, there's only a handful of people that either sat down for COVID or, you know what I'm saying, maybe 1 or 2 retired or, you know, moved on.
Right, yeah, Damien and the doctor, the Canadian doctor.
Yeah.
And his replacement looks better to me anyway.
Not bad. Hey, except for that first quarter when I was kind of like, they ain't giving my man Patty no time. After that, though, they all got together. That shit there. That shit.
Oh, yeah, they got aggressive in the run game, too. Ooh. They started kind of knocking cats off the box. They kind of struggled in goal line a little bit, but for the most part, the offensive line was seen to improve to me.
Yeah, because that one drive we talked about where they fucking like 9 running plays in a row because Texans was playing that deep cover 2 safety. It said, okay, nigga. And then we just ran that bitch down their throat.
Yeah, and Hilaire, man, he got good vision. He hits the hole at the appropriate times. He makes cats miss. He doesn't go down easy. Dude, that's like, and he has speed. That's like everything you want, man.
So, I mean, like, I just think that the fact that we have a cohesive unit coming back, paired with the fact that there wasn't, you know, preseason games, there weren't OTAs, there weren't a lot of opportunities for other people to kind of build cohesiveness to catch up to us, we should be out front.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, in terms of that. So, I mean, I'm looking to run it back.
I will say something I haven't said in a long time about a Kansas City defensive back. That boy Snead looked all right.
He did.
Because they was trying. They was trying G.
Wait. You ain't said that about a Chiefs DB? Like you ain't said about Tyrann Mathieu?
I was gonna say outside of. I should have said cornerback. That's what I meant to say. It's been a while since I said that about Chiefs cornerback. They didn't freak out when the ball was in the air. They wasn't cost.
Because Tyrann gave him that interception.
Yeah. They don't freak out when the ball's in the air. They don't cost us a lot of penalties. Cause shit.
Well, I like Ward. I think Ward's solid.
Yeah, too bad he's going to have surgery on that hand.
Yeah.
So are they not going to put a cast on it and sit him back out there? Or?
They said he's going into surgery.
What that mean?
You gonna reset it?
That means he's going to have surgery. He's going to be out longer if he's got to go have surgery.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he'll be back. I'm still not a fan of Dan.
I'm not saying it's a season-ending injury, but I bet you it's 5 weeks.
Still not a fan of Dan Sorensen though. Still not a fan of him at all. So yeah.
Trash, dude. I don't care what nobody say, man.
Hey man. In the last pause. In the last Houston game, where we were down 24-0, that motherfucker came up huge.
He does have his moments, but overall, he's a liability.
He gives up more than he gets, man.
Hey, he got us back in the playoff game, which is the only one that mattered. I put that, you know what I'm saying?
I put
and
that.
He ain't a starter.
And we probably would have went to is a starter because they run so much nickel.
Yeah.
He's a starter because people are injured. Because Thornhill not here.
Yes, he is.
Oh, is he? I didn't pick him. Okay,
He's
my
playing.
bad.
Yeah, he
Okay.
did. They go with that five defensive back set. He comes in. He comes in a lot.
Yeah, he comes in a lot because they run that so often.
I will say he still has improved his open field tackling, but he still he scares me out there covering people.
He can't cover shit, man.
His open field tackling is way fucking better than his first 2 years here. I give him that. Anyway, but
I think you're like busy, man. Anyway,
but
good man. There was controversy, wasn't there?
There was some controversy. All wasn't good before even the fucking first kickoff of the NFL season.
Are they booing?
Yeah, you might be asking, what is that? So, after the national anthem, all the players from both teams came to the middle of the field, starting quarterbacks locked arm in arm and extending all the way down to the coaches and the different players. And as they stood there, which was supposed to be a moment of unity and silence, what you just heard was those who were allowed to attend and don't get allowed to attend this game decided to boo this moment.
So 22% of the capacity of Arrowhead was allowed to buy tickets, and the crowd looks sparse. It looks like the second half of a preseason game.
It does.
And so it's well attended, but not what we're accustomed to.
Yep.
Okay. And so and to couple that, it was a moment of silence. So the people who were in reverence of it are being silent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a vocal minority. It's the people who were, I don't know. I put it this way. I feel like, and I don't want to I'm going to make it a Republican-Democrat issue. Because our Senator, Josh Hawley, did it. So I'm going to do it too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think Republicans who could afford to bought the tickets.
Yeah, you brought this up when you were over. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the Democrats was at home on the couch with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I even if I could afford it, bro, I'm not going out there. I got common sense.
Yeah, so, and that too. I mean, so I think the Democrats were at home because of you know what I'm saying? Maybe there's a fiscal difference between Republicans and Democrats. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But there's definitely a common sense. A lot of people saying, nah, I don't need to be out there risking anything to be at the Chiefs game. I can watch them in HD.
Yeah, that's why I bought. That's why I bought a new 55-inch TV so I can watch Chiefs games.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't know. So I think it was probably heavily Republican there.
Yeah.
The people who were there that were in reverence were being quiet because it was a moment of silence. It was a vocal minority. And then I think the same thing would have happened if it was in Houston or if it was in some other city.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I think
it just so happened that the Chiefs had the stage because we get the first game of the season.
Yeah.
Because we won a Super Bowl. And there's a few fools out there setting the tone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was a perfect storm of bad circumstances to KC look worse than it already does.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think though too. Also, I think they went back. They were showing what they were showing up on the big jumbotron there. They showed the Black Lives Matter doing this moment of silence. So I'm sure that added to some of the Republican blue line, thin blue line shit. That
a couple people I know that were actually there said, once stuff like that started posting on the jumbotron, you got the booze came in.
Let's be real.
There's like a Twitter video too of like this. It's really just one dude, but he's just like, "Oh, we didn't come out here for that. Shut up and play and all that shit." Yeah.
What you about to say, Joe?
I was gonna say that it was something very important I was gonna say, and I was gonna say it. And when I said it, it was gonna be profound. You'd be like, "Damn, he said that."
And I'll be like your finger snaps and shit. But I'll let
it'll come back.
It'll come back. But yeah, man, it just speaks to the narrative of this country sometimes, and it just so happened it had to be our beloved city that was put on blast. But go ahead, Joe. I see it came back.
What I was going to say is that we recognize that this was not during the national anthem.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with the flag. The flag was not on display.
Nope.
Nah, this is about you niggas is racist. So we can drop the whole kneeling is racist shit because we know that the fucking kneeling came from a vet.
Yep.
Was it like a Navy SEAL, right?
That's who he talked to and said this would probably be the best form of silent protest.
So we can drop all the bullshit now about it being about the flag or disrespecting, the country and anything like that. No, the cover's off. We done took the hood off. You know what I'm saying? This shit is about you being racist. Plain and simple.
Yep. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. You said. And then also, speaking about something that needs to be dropped, can we do away with which one of these niggas took a knee during the anthem report that we get before every kickoff? That shit got to go. I think that's supposed to be a source of my side eye if I didn't write it down. Because, I mean, that shit really got to go. It's so... but once again, it just adds to the divide, I think. Whatever.
Yeah, the media coverage just exasperates the whole thing.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
As from the beginning.
Yeah, they just like, you had 1, 2, 3.
If nobody ever pointed out Colin Kaepernick, like Cameron, if the media didn't like, oh, look what he's doing.
Yeah.
All this wouldn't even happen.
Or you could do what the Texans did and just not be out there doing the anthem.
Which is what they used to do.
I know. Like I told somebody at work.
Players used to not even come out until after the anthem, until like, I don't know, mid-2000s or something like that, late 2000s.
Yeah, it was doing the whole, the Department of Defense was doing their whole push to promote.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But hold on. We talking about, these fans booing in and saying, talking about they don't want politics in their game. Why the fuck is the national anthem
exactly
a part of sports?
That's what I was about to say because it was a guy at my job started going down that path, and I was like, so the military. I said the football, that team, that's their job, right? He was like, yeah. I'm like, so why don't we play the anthem in our job before we do every surgery? Mm-hmm. It's a fuck. I said, why are they playing this fucking song before these people go to work?
It's indoctrination.
Yeah, and then he was like,
it's completely political.
Yeah, he's like, well, I never thought about it that way. I'm like, well, you a dumbass. So let's stop.
Yep.
Let's stop talking.
Yep.
Now I guess I have one less friend now. There's gonna be one less person listening to our podcast. Sorry about that, guys.
Was he listening to begin with?
He was never gonna listen. I said, I'm done with that dumb shit. Just shut the fuck up, bro. It's a fucking national anthem should not be played before any sporting event. That's how I feel about it. Fuck it. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Oh, kind of crazy though. If you go watch a movie on a military base, they play a national anthem before the movie starts. Scariest thing I've ever witnessed when I was active duty. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this? Anyway, but yeah, good job, Chiefs. Fuck the racists in Kansas City. Fuck the racists everywhere. They're all out there, and they made us look bad. Yeah, you made us look bad. All right. Okay, what are we here for? Hey, you guys been watching that Lovecraft series?
That Lovecraft Country.
Y'all been watching that?
With Juicy Smollett's big sister.
Yeah, that the world.
Juicy.
She's like Juicy fucking it up. You trying to fuck up my money?
Look, I didn't realize they was siblings. Like I've been seeing her forever. You know what I'm saying? Ever since Eve's Bayou. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, who the fuck is this Juicy dude? I don't know. So now it's fucked up. We recognize her based on her brother's shortcoming.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Let me see here. Let me go here. Dang it. What is this? So quick. So Lovecraft Country is based on Matt Ruffalo's novel of the same name. Lovecraft Country follows Atticus Freeman as he meets up with his friend Letitia and his uncle George to embark on a road trip across 1950s Jim Crow America in search of his missing father. His name is what's his name, Michelle?
Montross.
There we go. I'm about to say more.
That's Omar.
Omar, yeah. I love that dude. I love Michael Keaton. I love him. This begins a struggle to survive and become both racist terror of white America and terrifying monsters that could be ripped from a Lovecraft paperback who was very racist. So it was very fitting. Anyway, man. So have you guys been enjoying the show thus far?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right.
Ray, what you got? All right, turn your mic on, buddy.
Oh, yeah. No,
Lovecraft Country is like got a lot of things going on for it. It's got a good cast, like storytelling. It looks good. It's high quality. The sets and the outfits and the everything, the sci-fi, it's all pretty top notch, man.
Oh yeah, I mean I love it.
Quite the achievement.
Quite the achievement.
And there's a lot going on.
Black female director.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Black female director, some black writers in there.
A lot of black writers in the writing room.
Yep.
So it's a very black. Jordan Peele is one of the executive producers, so it's a very very black production.
Blackity black.
Yeah, because I'm listening to the I guess supposed to be the official podcast for the show.
Yeah, I was thrown off at first.
Yeah, it's a little. The lady's voice on there is annoying, huh?
I was like, "Who's this white girl?" I'm like, "Oh, she ain't white."
Yeah, no, she's annoying. Me and Lady Lavender had discussed this. She's annoying as fuck.
But
I think that's a consensus. She got an annoying voice.
She's one of the writers, and she's like, yeah, she's down.
She's down.
No, I don't. The one with the annoying voice to me, and now we agree on who got the annoying voice. The one with me that has the annoying voice is not in the writing team.
Oh, really? I like the other lady better.
One of them was on the writing team. The other one.
That's the one that's annoying to me. The one's on the writing team.
Say again.
That's the one who's annoying to me. The one's on the writing team.
Writer.
Yeah.
You think she got an annoying voice? She sound like every woman.
That super duper
she
white
got that white girl. I'm in the valley voice. Yeah, I don't know no women that talk like that.
So irritating.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Like in the writing room during this scene, I was like so taken back by this.
At the end of the last episode, that she has an annoying voice.
Yeah, she got
I find the other voice annoying, but you know.
She sounds like every older black woman I know. The other woman,
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything about that. I'm gonna leave it be. I'm gonna let that one ride.
I'm gonna let it ride, sir. So anyway, thus far there have been 4 episodes. Sundowns episode 1, Why Is on the Moon episode 2, Holy Ghost episode 3, and the History of Violence, which was last week. Show comes out every Sunday. So yes, there'll be some new hot fire tomorrow. So I mean, it's kind of so like you said, so much to cover. I guess we can just like briefly touch on what we like on each episode, or however you guys want to do it. I'm open.
Yeah, we can go episode by episode.
All right. So basically, episode 1, we find Atticus. Actually, the opening scene is like literally what the fuck have I tuned into? What?
Like I said, there's a lot to unpack here, man. You're dealing with monsters, witchcraft, and racism.
Yeah.
Nigga, that's a whole fucking package to deal with right there.
And I will say,
lot to unpack. Man.
Yeah, and I will say, if you've ever read or done any background search on H.P. Lovecraft, you kind of get the opening a little bit, because tentacle monsters and all kind of weird sci-fi shit. That was a lot of his writing. He's influenced, even though he's a fucking racist, he has influenced a lot of things in sci-fi. It can't be denied. Yeah.
But he was also
you speaking off mic a little bit.
Yeah, get into the mic, bro.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, he's a serious racist. He's a professional racist.
Professional.
Who Lovecraft?
H.P. Lovecraft, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, eugenics and all his writing all reflects how racist he was. He made sure that you know that he thinks that anybody that's not white is a savage.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Whatever.
So he's pretty much the father of this genre?
Nah, I'm gonna say.
So
well,
how's H.P. Lovecraft coming into this?
Maybe
like,
horror sci-fi. Maybe horror sci-fi. But sci-fi in general is probably more Isaac Asimov is probably the father of sci-fi.
So where does Lovecraft come into this? H.P. Lovecraft, where's he coming to this whole paradigm? Why did they name the show after him if he's a racist and it's a black-driven show?
Because the show's because you can't
escape it. You can't escape it.
Think about it. They're going into Lovecraft country.
It'd be like telling your daughter not. Yeah. It'd be like telling your daughter not to go to a gynecologist because the study of gynecology was based from a fucking racist doctor who did all these experiments on mostly black slaves.
Right.
But why would you then name your child after that doctor? Is what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, because it's kind of like. Because you see, they're kind of fucking with him too. It's like we know you're a racist.
It's not homage.
It's not homage to him at all. Yeah, I mean, you can't like he even has a. Oh no, he even has a
mission.
He even has an award named after him, like in the writing community. I mean, you can't get away from it. But I think it's not like we're paying homage to him. It's like we're recognizing how racist you are and how much your writing does influence us and influence the direction of this show. But we're gonna turn all that shit on its head. The black, from what it's showing, the black side usually comes up on top in a lot of these episodes.
And it's sort of addressed directly in the show when Atticus was talking about one of the books he was reading about the soldier that was a Nazi or whatever it was, and how he was trying to
I forgot. It was a movie made about it too. Yeah, I forget it.
Right. Like, you know, like balancing that. Like, I really enjoyed his writing, but the underlying, you know, person that wrote it, or maybe the themes in it might have a racist overtones or undertones, and that's kind of approached in it, you know. So like, there's a dichotomy. Like, okay, I might be really, you might, you know, because it's not like Lovecraft was not a bad writer.
No,
he was a good writer. He's a very good writer, but how do you balance, like, okay, how can I enjoy this but still reside in my own mind about, like, okay, this guy was a racist and thought I shouldn't exist, probably.
Yeah.
So it's tough to approach, but I think that's part of what the show is doing now.
Yeah. So I like the fact that the characters in here are seeming to be, they're not just black, but they're like black geniuses.
Black, and love their blackness, and then like you said, smart as fuck. Like that, like in Sundown when we meet George, his I guess quote unquote uncle. That's still something that's I guess in the air as we get through the series. But yeah, I mean, you see him, you know, loving up on his wife, you know, and all that shit like that. You see all this black love and all this shit like that, and like you said, but then you also see it ain't just a bunch of black dummies who are being.
It's black excellence, man.
Yeah, used to drive a story. They are the story. How smart they are, and in the pursuit of things that they've done or are trying to do. You also see them trying to help out the black community. That's the part of the reason why they're going on this journey. Because George writes this travel guide that lets black folks know what's safe and where it's safe to go and shit like that.
So yeah, he's basically making like a green book, right?
Yeah, there we go. It's a green book for this show or this universe that the show is creating. Yep, exactly. Yeah. Yep.
And so, I mean, but not only is, you know, he's obviously intelligent because he was reading, but then you have, I guess, his daughter Dee.
Yeah.
Who is she's drawing comic books and that type of stuff, and is very active in terms of, you know, creativity.
Yep.
And writing.
Yep.
And then his wife, we're finding, was an astronomer.
Yep. Who
apparently named a comet and didn't get credit for that. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's telling you, you know, right there, she's high-minded.
Right. It's an intelligent, educated black family in the 50s. They're not sharecroppers. Mm-hmm. You know, they live in somewhat of a safe space in their area of Chicago where they're able to excel.
Yep.
Even though the world around them is still very segregated and anti-black.
And that's another thing I like too, is because sometimes you see with shows like this, they spend a lot of time reminding you how racist the South was. I love how the majority of the show is taking place in the North, and you're seeing
Chicago and Massachusetts, Salem area. Yeah. You know, Salem's trial.
Yeah, because actually, in the first episode when we talk about the opening scene, he wakes up and they are leaving. Is it Kentucky? Is it Kentucky they're leaving?
What, are you talking about in the first?
The first episode.
I just know Jackie Robinson came through and smashed the alien.
He came through and smashed the alien. But then, like, when the alien's starting to come back together, he wakes up, and then that black woman's kind of looking at him. She's looking at what he's reading, and then I forget what she asked him, and he kind of puts his finger out and stick his middle finger up to the state that they're leaving. It's kind of them letting you know we're leaving the South. But like a lot of other non-official reviews of the show I've listened to, like, people have to remind themselves, like, this racism is still up north. This show is taking place up north. It's not in the South, and they do a good job letting you know we have left the South and we still being fucked with. You know, so yeah, I love that theme throughout the show, that it wasn't really no safe space for us anywhere in America. I love that theme that rides throughout the show.
And so part of that theme was the idea of pioneering.
Mm-hmm.
And so you've got people who are leaving black communities and moving out into suburban areas, or just, maybe the north side of town, the other side of the tracks.
Yep.
And they're being fucked with to no end, to the point where it's a safety threat.
Like, like even the name of the first episode, Sundown.
Yeah.
And like I got like, and I know we all have them too. Like we have well-meaning white friends who want to learn and want to add to. I got them like, it's same thing with Watchmen. Like with the Tulsa, Oklahoma hit me up. Is that a real thing? Yeah. Like people like Sundown Town. What the fuck is that? Is that a real thing? It's like, yeah, bro. I said not only on this show, it wasn't a sundown town. They had a sundown county.
The whole county.
The whole county, nigga.
Well, with good reason.
Well, yes, but
because the freaks came out at night, nigga,
and nobody knew. Yeah. So we got a little forward. We go. So Atticus comes back, meets up with George. That's when you find out George is his uncle. And like what James and Joe were talking about, you find about how smart this family is. You also find out the reason why Atticus is coming back up north, because he was in the military. That's what the opening scene was about. It was a dream, but still combining the books that he reads and also his real day life into this visual. Yeah. So, excuse me. So they all come together. We find out that Atticus' dad, Montrose, is missing, and that's the reason why he came back. And it's also, we don't really know what their relationship is, but we find what you can kind of get this subtle thing that it wasn't the best. And I think Atticus said in one scene, like, his father really didn't, understand him, whatever. And they said, well, something, but he's the reason why I'm coming back, because he's missing, whatever. Yeah. So, and also I think, was this where they had the scene where the children were playing in the fire hose? And I believe, I don't know the name of the restaurant, but that something I was bringing up because I can't remember. But this show pulls on like real things, like that actually happened. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's Gil Scott Heron, which we'll talk about in the second episode.
Gil Scott, the recording parts, photo reenactments.
Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, it's all these things they actually pull that are part of our black existence, growing up, learning about black culture, black art, and real things that have happened. They kind of pull it in and they kind of subtly add it to the show, and I love it. It's a beautiful thing.
Well, I'm gonna jump to I think it's the second, maybe the third episode. I think it's the third episode.
Mm-hmm.
I forget. But the point where the kids were playing Ouija.
Yeah. Yep.
And so there's a theory going around now. I don't know how true this is, but let me hear what y'all say about it. You know what I'm saying? So the kids were playing Ouija, and basically the daughter D is told, hey, folks, here comes a spoiler. It says George is dead. So we'll see where that goes in episode 5 and beyond. But at some point, George dies. Okay. And
I thought George dies in 2.
I don't know what episode it is. I'm just saying for those people who haven't started it.
He was already dead when that scene happened.
Yeah, I'm saying to you, the people who are listening to us may not.
I hear what you're saying.
Anything.
Which episode? Sorry, I guess we have to put spoiler alert in the notes or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on. Well, dude, I'm tired of doing that shit.
I feel you.
And I'm just talking to anybody that would complain about it. If somebody starts
here come Clint. Here come Clint.
Turn it off.
Come on, Clint.
Here come Clint, nigga.
Don't turn it off. We sick of your shit about spoiler alert. Anyway, I'm done.
That motherfucker that put his can of coffee down and looked up. That fucking frown.
Over there he pointed at the empty ass chair.
Clint. Here come Clint. All right. So people want to know. A little joke here.
But hold on. Back to it. So,
go ahead.
What I'm saying, that was the first revelation, but the second revelation, or maybe it was prior to it, a boy asks, as they're playing Ouija, will I have fun on my trip?
Yep.
That was cold-blooded.
And the Ouija board goes straight to no. Now remember, this is the north side of Chicago, and this is the 1950s.
His name was Emmett.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was Bubba. His name was Bubba, though.
I thought they called him.
I'd have to go back and watch the whole entire show, but every time I've heard him talk references Bubba or something like that.
Okay, but he was dressed like.
Yeah.
He was dressed like him. So are we saying that's Emmett? That's Emmett Till.
I think that was like because the one dude, the other kid, they kept calling Gil, and some people are saying that that's supposed to be Gil Scott Heron. If we find out, fucking.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who's that supposed to be?
Remember, they kept calling the one. They kept saying Gil about the other
To
kid.
who?
To the other boy that was up there. They kept calling him Gil.
The other boy?
Yeah, there were 2 boys, 2 girls.
I have to check that out. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Zeb in the building, man. What's up?
What's going on, soldier?
What's happening? How y'all doing?
Chilling. Talking about this Lovecraft.
You up on that?
Well, hold on. Yeah, I think I watched the last episode. What's the last episode about? Real quick.
We're going through it. Episode 4 was
History of violence.
They broke to the it was kind of like almost Indiana Jones stuff.
They went to the museum. Yeah. I seen it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so you up to speed. Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, so y'all said that was Gil Scott Heron. Is Gil Scott Heron from Chicago?
But I think it might have been a shout out to him because they played his song on the second episode.
Yeah, maybe.
What episode was that you saying that Gil Scott Heron and you say Emmett Till was in?
Well, it was supposed to be children that represented.
I think it's the third episode. I think it's the third episode.
It's the third episode when the children go up to the attic and they're playing with the Ouija board at the house party.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay.
And so they
why do you think it's them?
Well, okay, so the
My
kid
bad for coming in late.
Right, I'm saying let's repeat it for Zeb. There's a kid that is going on a trip, and the Ouija board tells him, "No, you're not going to enjoy your trip." And the kid is dressed just like Emmett Till, and they're in Chicago.
Hey, Joe.
It's the 1950s. You know what I'm saying?
Let me read this paragraph real quick. Viewers of Lovecraft Country, third episode, Holy Ghost, were shocked to find that among the various nods to black historical figures, including the young Gil Scott Heron and James Baldwin, there was a young boy named Bobo, the nickname that was used for Emmett Till.
So Bobo was his nickname?
Yeah.
Is that his real nickname?
That's what they're reporting. So I guess we still might have to dig more, but they're saying that was his real life nickname in life. I guess that's what they're saying.
So I remember them using some James Baldwin too. Is he supposed to be a character here somewhere?
They're saying
that whole little round table of kids at the Ouija board is like a nod to historical figures.
I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm trying to.
So is D supposed to be? Is D supposed to be historical too?
No, D, you know what? That's a whole nother subject you get into. Then you get into Hippolyta, Diana.
Oh, yeah, that was it. You're right. D, yeah. Hippolyta is Wonder Woman's mother.
Is the queen of the Amazon. Diana was her daughter. Diana's Wonder Woman.
I forgot about that,
too. Whole different thing then. That's going to come up later.
Yeah, I forgot about that shit. It's deep. Like I said, this show is so fucking deep.
Is that the mom's name? Is that the mom? What's the mom's name?
Hippolyta.
That's her name?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So
like this show is so fucking.
That's a reference to Wonder Woman, huh?
Yeah, this show is so fucking deep. I forgot about that. This shit, James.
And in the previews for this week, you kind of see why she's called Hippolyta if you watched it close.
Well, no, nigga, don't just leave us dangling, motherfuckers.
You gotta watch.
Tell you to watch it.
Nigga, tell us about the preview. Nigga,
well, hold on.
Second thing in the preview where they show Hippolyta like in the past dressed like an Amazon warrior.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah,
or a female warrior. I'm assuming it's Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess we go back. I love this show. I love how we go over the fucking place. I love it. And that's no sarcasm. But as Joe mentioned, they're traveling. They stop in this restaurant to eat some food. Of course, as they're driving through town, racists are looking at them. Of course, they're black people eating at this white diner. Yeah. And then, of course, the authorities are alerted, and we find out that not only are, like I said before, they're not in a sundown town, they're in a sundown county.
Yeah.
Bruh, when Letty comes out the back, talking about we gotta get the fuck out of here. Oh, they didn't ask no questions either. They just got the fuck up and got out.
But also though, I like though too. You see like the two different. kind of backtracking when they come into that restaurant, you see the two different kinds of racism that we face here in America. You have the very overt racist, the older white man who's the customer there that's looking at them like you niggas, and then you kind of have the white guy who still serves them.
Racist.
Yeah, who still serves them, but then lets
like he gonna serve them.
Yeah, but then alerts the local militia that there's some niggas in my restaurant. And
apparently they had done something there before because they thought it was cool for black people to go there.
So the last time or whatever it is.
Yeah, and that's also why they had stopped
there. It
there.
must have been some sort of massacre or something because they was talking about, he was asking them about the paint.
Well, they had burned the building down.
Like maybe it was like a Black Wall Street type of thing where it got burned down, people got massacred and shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Once again, so many little things in this show. Make it out of the county, cross the county line, and now give it this, like we kind of I brought up H.P. Lovecraft to let you know it's kind of this sci-fi theme to the show. Up until this point in time, this show just kind of feels like your regular show and niggas dealing with racism. But like Joe said, the freaks fucking come out at night. So as they cross into this other county where they thought they was gonna be free, of course this shit sheriff let the other cops know they coming. They arrest them. And they drag them kind of out to the woods, and we're thinking there's going to be some either raping or executing going on, or probably both. And that's when we come into this show is a lot fucking more than what we thought it was going to be. And if the intro scene didn't let you know that, when you find out there are vampire fucking dogs or creatures roaming around these hills, that's when I was like, what the fuck?
On their back.
With eyes on their back. And so, of course, so the dogs come, they kill the sheriff, they bite one of the deputies, our cast gets locked in this cabin, and it's hilarious because it's like, even though this sheriff saw what the fuck was happening, he refused to believe any of that shit, and he was still like, I'm gonna save my own white brother over you niggas because I don't know what you saying. And his ass got chewed the fuck up too.
That's what he get.
And he was already bit or something, wasn't he?
Yes, I'm saying. His homeboy
was in the foot, and he's still worried about what the black folks gonna do.
Yeah. He's still pointing the gun at them, the shotgun at them.
I ain't letting her.
Yeah.
Keep the car.
But isn't like but it's a perfect like line to here in America. Even though Donald Trump is killing us, white people's like, niggas might benefit too? Oh, no.
Not for that.
They will hurt themselves and put themselves in jeopardy in order to try to keep us in check.
Yeah. So
off to spite the face. Hey, I don't know. Maybe it's the track coach in me. Did anybody peep Journey Smollett running to the car?
Nigga.
Nigga, her shit look clean. I was like, she might run.
Nigga.
When she was running, I was like, damn, she must run track.
I said, damn, she got.
I don't know what she had time to do because we remember when she was like 13 doing the fucking East Bayou.
Hey, bro,
that's like 33. I'm like, I don't know when she had time to run it, but it looks like she got something in.
I said she got that. She got that good.
House back today.
Yeah, she got that good 400, 800 stride. Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Say what now? Oh yeah. She was a little kid in East Bayou. Yeah. Her and Megan Good.
Damn, I didn't know that was Megan Good either.
Oh hell yeah, that's when they first.
I ain't watched that movie in forever, but I ain't never really thought much about it since then.
She was on Full House before East Bayou.
Yeah, that's true too. Yep, that's true too. Yep.
Who was on Full House?
Journey.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
She's a little girl. Yeah.
Yep.
But nah, she I don't know when she found time, but she was running some track.
Yeah, her form did look good though.
oh yeah. I skipped another important part.
It looked better than Tyreek Hill's.
When they were initially trying to get out of that town, there was a silver car that helped them escape the first initial assault from the local racist yahoos.
And that silver car is a character in the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
recurring thing.
Yeah, and you'll see this car stops, and the other cars hit it. Actually, if you look at it, they don't even touch the car. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It didn't hit it. Yeah.
It didn't hit it.
That's when the magic shows up.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. It's something else going on here.
That's what I meant. That's why I was saying. I said if you look close enough, it doesn't hit it. If you ain't paying attention, you think it hit it. It didn't hit it at all. Flips over the other car. That's when we, like Joe said, there's a character that comes out of the car that becomes a central figure in the second episode and throughout the series thus far. Yep. So they.
But that shows you how powerful your mind is too, man. Real quick, because even though I clearly saw that car didn't hit the silver car, I just thought that I saw it wrong.
Exactly.
Because I didn't know. I really didn't know what the show was about for real at all. So I didn't know about all the sci-fi magic shit that was about to pop off.
Yeah.
But,
it's beautiful.
Yeah, that was crazy. I literally convinced myself that the car hit the car, even though I knew that it didn't hit the car.
Yep. Exactly.
So that character, by the way, the white woman who comes out the car is going to be a central figure going forward, is Christina Braithwaite.
Yep, Christina Braithwaite.
So the Braithwaite family is at the center of this Masonic cult that goes back to, I don't know, like we said, the Salem witch trials, basically. And they are looking for the key to eternal life.
Yep, they call themselves the Sons of Adam.
Sons of Adam, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's the sons of Adam, not the daughters of Adam.
Very important.
So Christina is also.
Hey, they put her in her place every time they get a chance, nigga.
But she keeps undermining this shit too, though.
For sure. For fucking show.
She's getting the last fucking laugh in a lot of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So she is kind of a go-between between the Sons of Adam and the Black family. You know what I'm saying? That's our protagonist here. She's been helpful to them, but they don't trust her with good reason.
Good reason. Bitch, we don't know you. Official language of all Black families.
Her and her homeboy, which I got a theory about.
Who the Nazi king?
What's that theory?
William.
Right. What's your theory?
They're one and the same.
Oh.
No.
You are right, because you never see them
in the same place at the same time.
Nope. They on that. Oh shit. Ooh. You know what? Somebody said the he devil that was the she devil on Twitter, but I didn't even really think nothing about it because I was high when I was watching. But I didn't even think nothing about it, nigga. That tweet makes so much sense now.
And I think the reason I kind of get that is because she's trying to operate as a female in a male-dominated world, and I think that she flips it when she has to, in order to be the white man that gets the credibility.
And it makes sense because William has such intimate knowledge of all these motherfuckers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn. Look at you.
Yeah, I ain't thinking about that at all. Yeah, okay.
I was wondering because I was like,
and they got like so similar looks,
Oh shit! Because in the second episode, they asked because Atticus asked about him, and she said sometimes he's a boy who's a friend.
Yeah, is that your boyfriend? He's a boy, and sometimes he's a friend. Right. I think it's what she said.
Yeah, something like that.
Is what she said. Yeah.
I said that was an odd way to end. But all this shit's odd as we find out. There's so much shit.
It's all off the fucking reservation shit.
Yeah. So, of course, they figure out that these devil dogs, demon dogs, don't fucking like the light, and they get away to get in their vehicle, escape. And we end up episode 1. We end up with them knocking.
Well, no, they don't really escape. They get saved.
Well, yeah. Somebody, you're right. I forgot they blow the whistle. Somebody blow the whistle in that motherfucking need that Too Short. Blow the whistle.
Yeah. So yeah, the devil dogs are upon them in episode 1. They are saved by something. We find out in episode 2 that was the Braithwaite family.
Yeah.
And that we're finding out that there are ties between our protagonist and the Braithwaite family.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Ties that bind. Blood ties.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so there's a whole bunch of ritualistic wild shit that happens there.
Dude, all the shit in the mansion was just insane, dude.
Yeah, they open up episode 2, Why He's on the Moon, with the fucking theme song from the Jeffersons. And
They sure did.
so you got Uncle George, you got Letitia. So basically, everything that they love. Uncle George is a reader. He loves to read. So he had every book that this nigga wanted to read. All his favorite books in a cabinet. And Letitia, I mean, I like him a little thicker, but she's still a beautiful woman though. What she be wearing, but she's, as you say, she's a very elegantly dressed woman. She likes fashion. They got all the ladies. They got all the Louis V belts. They got all the Gucci belts. And they all fit her. And they all fit her perfectly.
Right.
They do.
Never wears Prada.
Yeah,
They absolutely do.
Into which there's this. But once again, we hear that whistle. Or is it whistle or a bell? It's a bell. It's a bell, which alerts them to come. They come out of their room, and Atticus is like, "What the fuck is wrong with you niggas? Does it not seem strange to y'all that all the shit that y'all like is in y'all rooms for the most part?" No, he doesn't do that till later on. Sorry, we'll backtrack. They come out. That's when we see the white dude again that we don't trust, who answered the door initially, saying, "We've been waiting for you." He lets them know it's not an alarm; it's the dinner bell. And kind of just gives them a rundown of the mansion and the house that they're at. Anybody? We good? Okay.
Yeah.
Tracking. Takes them out, have breakfast. He leaves. And this is when we kind of find out that Letitia and George have no recall of what the fuck happened the night before.
Yeah. So there's, again, witchcraft involved. Atticus, or Tick, whatever you want to call him, is not for the bullshit. He ain't drinking the Kool-Aid. He knows what happened, but everybody else has been hypnotized by all the foolishness going on in the mansion, and so he comes to the understanding that it's a spell. Mm-hmm. So Christina immediately removes the spell and kind of lets everybody in on what had already happened. And we start to see some more foolishness unfold where they get involved with the order,
But also, though, when they were out there, when they were talking about they were walking around, searching, around the grounds or the village that's around the house, we hear that whistle again, which takes Atticus to the lady who has the dogs, and she's just outright racist as fuck. Not letting them know, you niggas shouldn't be here. I don't care who you a fucking friend of, really. Because then isn't that again though when they were out, they were leaving that area and they got called out at night again? Isn't that what happened?
Yeah.
So they get called out at night again.
I think that lady have warned them too about being out after night or some shit like that.
And we see these dogs or whatever the fuck they are again, and this time we hear a different whistle when they're surrounded, but basically the same kind of pitch. And that's when what's her name, Wainwright, shows up on a horse. And then but that's why I bring that up though. Do you think is the whistle also a spell? Because every time that whistle blow, these niggas forget. Letitia and George forget immediately what the fuck happened. Because out there in the woods, when they
I ain't think about that.
Out there in the woods though, when they blew that whistle again and those dogs went away, George and them were like, "Why are we covered in dirt? What are we doing? Why are we out here?" They forgot that shit all over. It's the spell, I guess. But I don't know if the whistle's a spell because she takes the spell off of them when they go back to the rooms after that scene, and that's when they start to remember all the shit that happened. They start screaming and all this shit.
I'd have to go back and check out the sequence in that, but yeah, that's there's definitely a spell involved.
Yeah.
And it's there to help people forget if they saw those devil dogs or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I don't know. I know it's a spell of some sort because like they blew that whistle and the dogs went away, and then the white woman came on the horse and talked to him, and then Letitia and George once again were like, because George said, "Why are we covered in dirt? Like what the fuck are we doing out here?" So then anyway, they go back to the house. As you said, Tick, I'll say Tick for my betterment. Tick says, "Hey, I know what the fuck's going on. It's a spell." She takes it off, and that's when he starts to hear all this screaming in other rooms. And then also we start to see these symbols that we weren't seeing before. So around his door, there's now this symbol. Because remember, he tries to run out to help Tick and George, who are now in their room screaming, remembering all the shit that happened before. And that's when he comes up. You see that barrier that he can't get through.
Yeah, those barriers keep popping up because it's the same barrier. I don't know if it's the same barrier, but that there was a barrier around the car that kept it from getting crashed in the first episode.
Yep.
As they're trying to escape the mansion, they get into the silver car, and there's a barrier on the covered bridge that it keeps them from getting out.
Oh yeah.
As you jump to the third episode, or maybe it might be the fourth episode, Christina,
No, the third and the fourth
comes to a house in the Chicago neighborhood that she had bought for them because it belonged previously to somebody who was a follower of Titus Braithwaite, the founder of the organization.
Hiram.
Yeah, Hiram, I believe his name was.
Yeah, the doctor that was doing all that crazy shit.
And so she was going to walk into the house because there are things of value in that house to them as they're trying to find out this thing called the language of Adam. And she couldn't enter because they had a spiritual person cut open a ghost neck and put blood on the door to keep them out. And I think that episode's called The Holy Ghost, right?
Right. But they made it
so very much like putting that lamb's blood on the door.
Yeah.
So that the Holy Spirit in the Passover story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the evil spirit couldn't get in because they put that blood on the door.
But they also made like a very literal connection between the black magic versus, I guess, quote unquote, white magic. Right. Because Letitia's whole thing has been saying we got to find something. We got to find our own magic, and Tick's also been on some. We got to find our own magic to fight this shit. Yeah. He starts talking about that in the third and definitely in the fourth episode when they go on that hunt to find the missing pages and shit.
And Montrose been like, nah, we need to stay the fuck out of this.
Yeah. So episode 2, we come to find out also Montrose, who is Tick's, we'll say dad for now. Dad. Like I said before, there's some speculation there that he's also located at this house or this property, and we come to find out he's been tucked away in that tower with the racist woman had the dogs at, right? Yeah. So, and also
which he escaped by himself and didn't need no damn help.
Yep. And then, but also shout out to who is it? Was it the Man in Iron Mask kind of thing? I mean, because once again, there's so many books that they purposely put on display. Because the Man in Iron Mask in the first season, I think this is a book that we see in Tick's hand once or twice. Huh? Count of Monte Cristo, my bad. Count of Monte Cristo, my bad. I think somebody said Man Iron Man. Count of Monte Cristo. Thank you, James. They make it a purpose to put like certain books in their hands, and then like cause they talked about Dracula and these vampire dogs, whatever, that were out at night. Mm-hmm. But in episode 3, we see George's now widowed wife tearing out pages from Dracula. And they make it a point to show you that the book was Dracula and tearing those pages out. So
all right, I got a theory.
Go ahead.
Shout out to Lil John. He gave me this. Not Lil John, but
Big Lil John.
my ding.
Yeah.
So the point, so we were watching, and I was of the mind. Okay, look, they had Montrose locked up, and Montrose, they forced him to write this letter to get Atticus to come out to Salem.
Right.
Okay. And they must have gotten Montrose with the idea that he had the blood of Adam. Okay.
Exactly.
Obviously he didn't, and so they needed Atticus to come. So when they got Atticus in pocket, you know what I'm saying, we start to get that question of, is Montrose really his father? Because if Atticus got the blood of Adam, or
exactly.
from Titus Braithwaite, it's actually from Titus Braithwaite.
Right.
If he's got the blood from Titus Braithwaite, why doesn't Montrose have it? Okay?
Exactly.
Well, then we think about it, and so they're in the meeting, and what's his name? George. George says, well, the only person here who is a true son of Adam is Atticus. And so we start to think, well, is he the father? And so if he's the father, he should also have the blood of Adam.
Correct.
But what we did not think, it's like that riddle. Hey, I was with my son. He was in the car. He needed surgery. We get to the hospital, and the doctor said, I can't perform surgery on him. That's my son. And you'd be like, hold up. Why? I thought the dad was in the car. Well, the doctor is the mom. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. George had that dream about a woman who was not Hippolyta.
I know. I was about to bring that up.
And so,
the love of his life.
Hippolyta must be Atticus's mother through George, and she is the carrier of the blood of Titus Braithwaite.
Because I also think that, and they did it on purpose. If you go back and watch the first episode, when Tick initially comes home, George purposely says, "Your nephew is home," to her. So it's kind of like this thing of like, wait, I don't know why it was weird to me, but it was like this thing of like, wouldn't that be your nephew also? Mm-hmm. I don't know. But like you said, it's all this little subtle shit in there. So because at first I was going down the path of, well, I didn't think George was his dad. And I don't know where that.
I think he is now. I just think the blood.
Yeah, didn't they have
bloodline is passing through the woman as opposed to through George.
Right. George and Montrose had a quick discussion.
Yeah, when George was dying, he said he kind of said that's not your questions or his question if it's your son. When Montrose says, "I don't care if you got a bullet in your gut, I'll still whoop your ass." Basically, what he said.
Yeah, exactly.
Better let me know.
Well, but Montrose says we settled that years ago.
Right, that's what he said. Yeah,
he said we settled that years ago.
It's settled in that he gonna be the father figure.
Right. So we all in agreement, like. But also goes back to what you said. It's the sons of Adam.
This the ultimate. Like I think this is just the ultimate paternity test.
Yeah. You know? but like you said though too, right? We talk about the sons of Adam. But I think that's to kind of take you away from the fact that three-card money, that the women are playing a much bigger role in all of this. Like you shout out to Hippolyta. We talked about her, the vision of, like James said in the sneak peek for the next season, for next episode, her looking like an Amazon warrior and shit like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Which is also kind of funny because I know we're all around, but we are not an official review of any show, so we are who we are. In episode 4, they find that Native American woman on that boat. You know what I'm saying?
Is she a woman?
Oh yeah, there we go. No, yeah. My bad. I forgot about that part. Huh?
Two spirit. Two spirit.
Two spirit. She's not man and woman. Yeah, because she stood up. I was like, wait a minute.
Hold on.
I said, wait a minute. Hey, you can't. I don't know if y'all saw Crying Game, but it was a crying game type situation happening there.
Yeah, I ain't seen that.
Well, like I said, we bouncing around. We gonna get through it, y'all. I promise. Another good. So of course they go through all this, and then like another good scene, episode 2, the first time we see goddamn, you know me and names. Was it Titus?
Titus is the benefactor of the whole family going back hundreds of years. So when they go to the museum.
Yeah, what'd you say, James?
Talking about Christina's father?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
It's not Titus.
It's not Titus.
It's the president from fucking.
Yeah, President Fitzgerald.
Yeah,
Fitzgerald.
Right now, so whatever this nigga's name is, he is now the official spokesperson of the Sons of Adam, and we find him. Our first time meeting this motherfucker, we don't know what they taking out. We find out a little later what it is.
His liver, kidney, whatever.
Yeah, it was some organ meat. We find him no anesthesia, not under any kind of general anesthetic. His homeboy is helping him out by cutting him open and removing a piece of his body. Then they get into his discussion.
So he can give of himself.
So
they're gonna have a formal dinner with the order, and so what's on the menu?
Yeah, and this is where we also come to find that he's still white, and he's that racist of, I'm not gonna call you a nigger, but you a nigger to me, and you're only here because I need you, which we find out very quickly in this like 5-minute exchange that they have. It's when we kind of come to learn the whole thing of he wants to open up a fucking gate and do all this other shit in the ceremony, and then fast forward to what Joe was saying. We get to this dinner. Also, is a scene where George had found the bylaws of this fraternal order, which is basically is what it is, a fraternal order. He's found his bylaws. We just see him find a book, and him being an avid reader, which we were come to introduce, which we come to know from the first episode. We know he's going to read that book. He finds out this little hidden clause that someone with the true blood of Titus is now
son of Adam, a true son of Adam, yeah.
True son of Adam, and he ain't like none of you other hoes who just paid money to show up to get season tickets. I'm not only a fucking client, I'm the player president, and Tick basically tells everybody get the fuck out of the room.
Yeah.
And then once again, old boy who we can't remember his name, who's now the manager, the GM for the Sons of Adam right now, basically says, look here, man, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I need you, but don't get it fucking twisted.
Yeah.
You still a nigga. It's basically what he said in so many words.
Don't overestimate your value.
Don't overestimate your value. Yeah. And then also, once again, we kind of also see the dynamic in that other scene that I was talking about previously of, it is the sons of Adam, not the daughters of Adam, and you kind of see that friction that they have there with the daughter. But then also you kind of wonder, once again, like Joe was saying earlier, she's always winning. Like, you wonder if she knew this shit ain't gonna work. But I'm gonna make it work for me once all you niggas is dead.
I feel like she did.
Wait a minute, didn't she give Tick a ring or something like that before the ceremony?
She did.
Yeah, the ring was necessary for the ring was necessary for him to open the gate.
Go ahead.
I feel you. Maybe, yeah, that might have been what disrupted it. I know the smoke emitted from the ring. I know
the ring is what disrupted the ceremony and made it all go to hell.
Yep.
That may be. I don't know. That may be. I know he had to put the ring back on in episode 4
exactly
to open the vault underwater.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I just thought of it as a seal of the the party and symbolism being important. I don't know if it was a plant that she put in there to prevent it from working, but it seemed.
I said it because otherwise, what else was done that was?
What else happened? Yeah. Yeah, because I never figured that out. I only seen all these episodes at once. But yeah, I never.
It tells me why the ceremony didn't work in it.
Yeah.
I thought about the ring, and then I didn't know if the ring was the caused the vision of him being who would be his great grandmother, whatever the fuck. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I thought about the ring too, but I didn't know, because once again, everything in the show seems to be so when they put it in your face, but with no explanation, it's gonna come back and be important.
Right.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, I do. So like each episode, I've watched probably 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, I only seen them all once.
You have to go.
You gotta go back.
Yeah, I gotta go back. Yeah.
Because because like even we talked about in Holy Ghost, like we see Hippolyta go in that room and see that fucking star chart, right? And you realize, okay, this is out of place, but you don't realize this is the fucking thing that old girl is looking for.
Yeah, Christina come looking for it, and by the time she get there, it's gone.
Yeah, it's like so much shit. It's just like if they put the camera on something for a hot second, and it's not a person, remember, put that shit to memory, nigga.
Now you gonna have to double back and watch it again at least one more time, man. You have to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna wait till the end. I think I'm gonna wait till the season runs through, and then I'm gonna just go back and watch the whole thing again. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And so once again, so episode 2. So then, of course, they get not basic. Stop saying that. So Tick and what's her name? I keep getting her name. The Wainwright lady.
Christina.
They come to an agreement. Huh?
Caleb was the dad.
Caleb. There we go. So Christina, they come to an agreement. Well, actually, damn, no, we missed another scene. So Joe brought it up when they were. So they figure out that shit ain't right. They try to escape the residence. Also, finding Montrose, who has figured out a way to escape anyway on his own, and then you see the love that him and Tick have for each other. because he's just start off, nigga, why are you here? Basically, and just like, I knew you. Basically, I didn't think you were stupid enough to come for a letter where I'm asking you to come save me. That was clearly written under duress.
Right.
So they make their love, the father-son love, very apparent very quickly in this show. They try to escape, and once again, you see these symbols pop up, right? So they're crossing this bridge, which I'm guessing has been made this magical boundary for this area, this county, I guess it's a county, Arkham, was it
Arkham, yeah, I believe.
Yeah,
Arkham.
first they said it as Arkham, but then they said that people were reading it wrong or was spelled it wrong. It should be Arkham. So this area that's called Arkham, this must be a magical boundary, because as they're leaving and everything seems to be going fine, they're going to get back home, these fucking star portal signs show up and boom, car runs into a fucking magical brick wall.
Where most Lovecraft stories take place.
Okay, there we go. Everybody's okay. They get out, and there is the father, Wainwright, and the daughter there. He gets out. They start talking, and he basically say, "I ain't here for the bullshit." Shoots Letitia, and then ask Tick. So who else? You get to pick who you want to die. Tick looks around, and it's, I guess old boy knew obviously that he didn't fuck with his daddy. He shoots Uncle George. After this, Tick is like, okay, fuck it, basically. If you save my people, and also don't forget Letitia dies in this scene, which is very important later on. Letitia dies in this scene. Uncle George is still alive, but he's gut shot. Agnes says, I'll do you whatever you got to do. And the daughter Wainwright says, yeah, if you do this, my dad will not only save Letitia, he'll also save your Uncle George.
Yeah.
Shenanigans ensue.
I don't necessarily want to, go over every episode of the show because, we're not the official podcast for that. They have one for that. But, I do think that there's a lot of symbolism that's taking place here. There's a lot of mysticism that has significance later on in the show. You talked about her dying. Well, she's going to come back to life. And then because she is like between the two worlds, she is going to be able to summon ghosts. In the third episode, you talked about the issues between her and Tick and his father, Montrose. That's going to come up in the fourth episode because the father is going to be wanting to protect Atticus from this burning desire to solve the problems, but he's also going to want to. He doesn't trust him to do it on his own. He's gonna burn the rule book we talked about.
I think Montrose, in his own fucked up way, thinks that he is protecting Tick.
Yeah,
that's what he said.
Everything.
You're breaking up a little bit, James.
No, I said I think that Montrose, in his own fucked up way, thinks he's protecting Tick because he's by sabotaging his thing every step of the way.
Yeah.
And so the closer on the fourth episode is this hermaphrodite Native American 200-year-old former skeleton.
It comes back.
He gonna kill the dead woman.
Hey, but this is what fucks me up though, right? So, are these magical tunnels connected and allow quick traverse?
No, they went to the fucking museum.
It's in Boston.
In Boston. They go through the tunnels. They end up back at home in Chicago, nigga.
I know, but how, nigga? That's not a short walk. That's what I'm trying to say.
Inside of like 2 hours, nigga. They do that shit inside of like 2 hours.
And they make it a point to show you those.
The elevator is the key.
Yeah, it's magical. It's magical because they make it a point to show in the last scene of episode 3 it going down, and you see these fucking star symbols show up, and then they show all these dead bodies.
I think that. Yeah. The tunnel that you see at the end of the Holy Ghost episode with the dead bodies of the white boys.
It's the same tunnel.
That tunnel goes all the way to the museum.
Yeah, because they found the white boy in the museum.
But not in but not in real space and time.
But I'm saying it's a magical door.
No. I just mean like in the.
No. It's the same tunnel. It's the same because her neighbor that broke in the third episode.
They found him in episode 4 floating
to kill them, but got killed by the house. Ended up in the tunnel.
Yep.
In Chicago. And then they found them as they're coming through the tunnel from Boston. You know what I'm saying? So she said, "That's my neighbor." So this tunnel cannot exist in real space and time. There's some mysticism about this tunnel. Yeah.
Because I was like, when I saw that elevator, I said, "Wait a minute! So I could just went downstairs and been at the portal."
We ain't had to drive all the way for cross country.
I said, what kind of Lord of the Rings shit is this?
I didn't think it was like an El Chapo tunnel.
Yeah,
right.
I said, this must be some. Let's say this like when Gandalf had them big ass birds he could have called. Like, nigga, we didn't have to walk all this way.
Like, they've been available all this time.
Like, nigga, wait a minute. And thing that fucked me up is not one person said, "Wait a minute, this is the fucking the portal back to the house." Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Hippolytus, remarked on it.
She did.
Because she saw in the map. Well, basically, she said, "I don't know how the fuck the niggas got home to Chicago overnight."
Right.
So she and Dee are headed back, and then they found George's map, the traveler's guide, and saw the circle and the demonic symbolism on the map he had made around the Salem area, the Arden County.
Yep.
And so I think we're going to go back in the 5th episode and experience what she finds in this magical realm. So,
indeed.
You know, one of the things that's interesting that ain't magical, but it is magical, is the communication between people. You know what I mean? Like in the first episode, I don't know how the sheriff of the one county alerted the law enforcement of the other county that these people was coming. You know what I'm saying? That was trying to get out fast enough. I guess maybe walkie-talkie or radio or whatever like that. But
radio.
Yeah, that's
maybe.
That's radio.
Maybe. Then how did she know that they was back in Chicago?
Because they probably called back and said, "Hey, we're home." Call the hotel.
They had operators back then.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I guess they could have called
because old boy calls back to Korea, I believe in episode 2, and that woman says, "You shouldn't have went back home."
Mm-hmm. Who called to? Oh,
Tick. Tick calls back overseas.
I don't remember that part.
Hey. I got a cold-blooded episode. Scene that I want to talk about real quick, and then I'm probably good to move off of this.
Okay.
But the end of episode 3, the Holy Ghost episode, where Atticus sees Christina go into the realtor's office that she paid to buy the house for Letitia. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so he goes in there. He's like, "Look, I'm gonna end all this shit. I'm just gonna bust a cap in her ass." She has apparently taken on her father's invulnerability spell, which in my theory is the reason why in episode 1 that car never hit the silver car.
Yeah.
The silver car probably also had the invulnerability spell that Caleb had come up with. And so Atticus is pointing this gun and cannot squeeze the trigger.
He wants to.
And she just go around nice and calmly. She's like, "All right, I'm going to close these shades, or I'm going to open these shades back up so everybody can see. And I'm going to talk to you. And like, whenever you want to know a little bit more about our family history, because they are relatives.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because he does have Titus Braithwaite blood, and so does she. You know what I'm saying? And she goes around, "Dude, you got to be smarter than that. You ain't going to be out here killing white women.
You can't just be shooting white women, nigga."
That shit's so fucking cold-blooded.
Yeah.
You just be out here killing white women. You gotta be smarter than that, homeboy.
But then for me though, Letitia's sister though, I like looking at her.
You just had to add that in.
I had to add that in.
I got a theory on her too.
What's up?
Yeah, something's going down with her. I don't know what it is.
Well, someone went down on her the last episode.
Episode, she gonna become a white woman.
Ooh. I hope not. I need that chocolate goodness in my life.
I've watched this preview for Sunday's episode like 5 or 6 times, analyzing it. she's gonna become a white woman in the next episode.
Because he comes in, he promises he can change her life.
Ooh.
You already theorized.
Yeah,
Stop being black and being disadvantaged because he's black. He's gonna use that to his advantage. Now he's gonna want something from her to do it, but
Well, he wants access to the house. He wants access to the house.
Yeah, because they can't get in. Right. They gotta be invited in.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's check on that tomorrow when it come out, man.
Yeah. But yeah, if you out there and listen to this and you ain't fucking with this show, you need to fuck with this show. It's very deep, very deep. If you like to think and have to go back and study up and hear all the shit, but it's very subtle. Yeah, this show is definitely for you. Definitely for you. It's a very smart show.
You don't want everything just laid out right in your lap. You know what I'm saying? And actually got to put shit together, put two and two together, and solve a little mystery. You know what I mean?
If you're not a fan of like callbacks on the show, don't watch it because it's all callbacks to something else previously in the show. So you can't just jump in.
Yeah, little Easter eggs, you know what I'm saying, throughout everywhere.
Yeah. I really fuck with it. I love it. Hey, I ain't gonna lie though, when I heard, real quick, then we get off of it. When Tick got possessed by Harem and he had that, "Get out my house, bitch! Get out my house, bitch!" I was like, Zeb and Joe need to flip this into a motherfucking hook or something. I was fucking with that. "Get out my house, bitch! Get out my house, bitch!"
Wow.
Anyway, but yeah, good show. And we'll continue discussing it as more episodes come out. Oh shit!
I think HBO wise, you should be keeping out his Raised with Wolves.
Dog, that shit is so crazy.
What did you say? I couldn't understand.
Oh, Raised with Wolves, another HBO show, just came out.
Oh, okay.
Dropped last week.
I'm on episode 3.
Okay, check that out.
Bad. We'll look into it.
It is definitely a show. The first episode, I was kind of like, okay.
I know, I was like, what?
Like, why should I be watching this, nigga?
And the shit flipped, and you like, oh, shit.
Well.
Okay.
Well, all right, y'all.
Hey, I don't like how they got the black android all subservient Benson like, but I hope that flips later on. We'll see.
No, but he's already kind of starting to turn.
Yeah, it's good. It definitely, y'all should give that a watch. It's another. It's not as deep as Lovecraft Country. It's kind of straightforward, but it's.
But there are some themes though, some like
atheism. It's a lot of religion, atheism, socialism, all kind of shit thrown in there, man. It's deep. It's deep. It's a deep show.
Hey, that is something that I like about Lovecraft Country is how they are dealing with the occult to some degree, but tying in black folks and religion.
Yep.
And it's all kind of meshed into one kind of spirituality. You know what I'm saying? And so I do kind of appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit! All right.
In this house, there's some hoes 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 in this house.
Hey.
There's some hoes in this house, there's some hoes
What the fuck?
in this house, there's some hoes 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 in this house.
Certified freak, 7 days a week. That badass pussy good. My pull-up getting weak. Ooh, yeah. Fucking with the wet ass. Swimming in it, baby. I'ma bring a bucket and a mop, darling. And give you everything I got. Falling. Yeah. Fucking with the wet ass.
Indeed. I like how everybody lost their mind over the song. Like the fucking "There's some hoes in this house" ain't from our generation.
Yeah.
Good times.
Nigga, hey man, that shit was great though. I don't give a fuck with you. Nigga, that might be better than the original song.
I think so. I like it. I want to put my roller skates on and fucking skate backwards down at Grandview State Land, nigga.
Like this nigga, he even look,
That cut is straight like early '80s, Skateland, all that.
Yep.
This nigga was committed to it too, because he had the fucking posters on the wall. He had the same fucking like the old scenery and all that type of shit. The shirt, the nigga had the fucking box, and then the grainy ass video like it was a
nigga. That's some shit. That shit come on PBS, nigga. That nigga was shit.
Nigga, that shit is awesome, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Love it. Well, all right then, man. It's time for us to get out of here. We've discussed the things we need to discuss. Yeah, most importantly, I know we brought up beginning of the show, but if you're going to have a gender reveal, just get some fucking balloons or something. Don't stop setting off fireworks and shit, especially in California.
Just use your words. Use your words.
Yeah, nigga.
It's a boy.
It's a boy, nigga.
You could do it like they did in Lovecraft with that Native American gender reveal.
Wow.
Too much gender.
There's already controversy from the trans community about that, saying it is, transphobic.
Yeah, because you didn't slit the neck of the only trans. Well, now you talking about it.
Like 10 minutes in.
Right, but then like you talking about, if what your theory is right, Christina is both man and woman.
That's it.
Yeah, so we'll see how that playing out. You know what I'm saying?
I personally don't think that the Indian is dead.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be some other shit happening. It's a fucking sci-fi show.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. We'll definitely see. We'll see.
Shocking. That's what we're supposed to do. It's supposed to be shocking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like, don't always have to be like some kind of undercurrent implication.
Yeah.
Just gets a little out of it.
But we'll be back with more Lovecraft.
Oh, and they saying that because the dude that was the scientist that was mutilating the black people,
mm-hmm.
His name was Epstein. They said that was anti-Semitic.
I guess like
anti-Semitic.
Oh, anti-Semitic.
Like Jewish.
Anti-Semitic.
Because of what happened with the Jews in the Holocaust and shit.
What the father? You talking about the father of minor gynecology that was doing the shit on the women?
Oh, and his name is Hiram too, isn't it?
Yeah, Hiram. But that's like really that's more German than anything else.
Yeah, maybe.
But people gotta calm the fuck down.
But
yeah, basically.
It makes Jews look bad, and we trying to say all.
Hey, one more theory, and I know we got off of this, but you talking about people coming back. I think George is coming back, and so when the Ouija board said George is dead, there's some movement on the board where we didn't get to see where it was going, and so I think people theorized that while it was moving, it was spelling out not. So George is not dead.
Oh,
that's a theory. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Beautiful show. But hey, man, thanks again. Go ahead, James. James can't stop.
I want to say.
What you say?
We'll continue in the after-hour show, nigga.
After-hour show. All right, there, man. Once again, thank y'all brothers for getting on. Zeb the Soldier coming in late. We appreciate it, man. Brothers of Doom in the house. KC Stork, Zeb the Soldier. Triple B Podcast. Brothers Breaking Bread. Never, ever, ever miss a moment to break bread with your brothers. We out.
Break bread with your brothers whenever possible.